Good evening, everyone. We are hoping that you will make your way around and downstairs this evening. There is wine and food on both floors, and we're excited to welcome you. I'm Erin Neely, one of the co-founders and executive directors of Bridgeway Academy, and this is...
I'm Abby David, the other co-founder and executive director.
And we're excited to welcome you tonight to Raise Your Glass to Raise Awareness 2016. We have an exciting evening planned, and we're so grateful that you've chosen to spend your time with us. We hope you eat and drink well and bid high, everyone. The mission of Bridgeway Academy is to meet the educational and therapeutic needs of children with autism and other developmental disabilities. Tonight, with your generous support, we will raise funds to support the amazing children and families of Bridgeway Academy. Last year, because of your generosity, Bridgeway Academy was able to give more than $80,000 in scholarships and financial aid to students and families who otherwise would not have been able to access services at Bridgeway Academy. Tonight, we want to acknowledge and thank the parents and families that are in the room. Without your willingness to entrust your wonderful children with us every day, we would not be here. They are our reasons why. We also want to acknowledge the wonderful staff who are volunteering and in attendance tonight. There is not a better group of therapists, teachers, and staff anywhere. We are honored and humbled to work with you every day.
We would like to thank our signature sponsors tonight, Huntington and Russian Root. Without your partnership, this evening would not be possible. We are exceedingly grateful to the many volunteers, including parents and staff, who have made tonight possible. We want to acknowledge our amazing partner in crime, Director of Development, Carol Argero, who helped orchestrate the evening. We also want to recognize the amazing Brainstorm media team, especially Greg Lawyer and Ron Price, who have worked tirelessly to create an amazing video that you're going to see later this evening. We would also like to thank Matt Satriglia, Master Sommelier and former Bridgeway Academy parent. Matt has secured the amazing wine we are drinking here tonight. We also would like to acknowledge the members of the host committee, James and Lisa Ballantyne, Stephen and Amy Fields, Rose and Greg Lawyer, Clark and Dixie May. We are also grateful to the Bridgeway Academy Board of Trustees and would like to acknowledge those who are here tonight. Lena Atai, Jennifer Fuller, Chris Henry, Lisa Amondi, Tom Manning, Dan Michalko, Bill Root, and Robert Shenton. At this time, we'd like to introduce Bridgeway Academy's board chair, Rose Lawyer.
Well, thank you, ladies. And thank you all for attending, too. This is an exciting evening for all of us, and we really appreciate this amazing support. Looks like you're ready to have some fun. I know I am. And I'd like to bring up our signature sponsors, Stephen Fields. Please come on in from Huntington. I also work for Huntington and appreciate the support. And Bill Root from Russian Root, and who is also one of our board members, Board of Trustee members. So thank you. The three of us were asked to prepare some moments about why we participate with Bridgeway Academy and why it's important to us. And when I shared this with my husband, who had the opportunity to do the video for the organization tonight, he was like, well, why don't you talk about their amazing therapies? And they have lamp therapy and behavior therapy. And why don't you talk about the amazing teachers and how they find individual strengths with every student and they make it possible for them to realize potential? And why don't you talk about, and I was like, okay, I get it. So we chose to talk about one of the team members who did a really great thing for us. And Kristen Coomer, I know you're in here somewhere. So many years ago, our son, took music therapy at the Academy. And one of the things that Kristen noticed was his great potential in the music area. So she set us up for music lessons, piano lessons outside of the Academy, Bridgeway Academy. And we were able to continue that, and he has been thriving in taking piano lessons and doing a fabulous job. So Kristen also came to his first recital, which I think is indicative of how the teachers and staff at the Bridgeway Academy really devote themselves and take care of the students and parents too. So I'm going to turn it over to Stephen and let him share with you why he supports Bridgeway Academy.
Thank you, Rose, and thank you, Abby and Aaron, for your generosity tonight. Those on the first floor, if you guys are up there, can I hear a big woohoo up there? All right, I'm going to ask you for a moment of indulgence here. In all of our lives, we've had a teacher, a coach, a friend who's meant something to us. I want you to close your eyes for 1 second and think of that teacher, that coach, that friend who touched your life. So when I first went to Bridgeway, then Helping Hands Academy 6 years ago on a tour, I was asked by a colleague to go tour, see this school they're starting up, and how Huntington can get involved. Like many tours I take during the year, I'm like, okay, a tour, let's go check it out. But I was touched and amazed by the compassion, the generosity the teachers and the staff had for their students. They truly cared about these individuals, made sure they had every means to be successful and every cheerleader they needed in their back pocket. And it reminded me how fortunate I was growing up. And I remember the day walking through and sitting after the tour in Erin's office, talking to her and Abby. And Abby, I think, was in a boot from a running accident. And I said, how do you do this? How do you have this compassion, this cheer every day for your students? And they simply said, Stephen, because we have to. And that's why I said from that day on, I will always support this school. My company will back this school, and we'll make it the best school in Columbus. And that's why we're here today. And we are privileged to join you tonight in this, my 4th wine tasting event, and many more to come. So we thank you for being here, and thank you for the opportunity for Huntington to serve our community.
And this is Bill Root from Russian Root.
Thank you, Rose. As the parent of a special needs child and with my wife, able to raise her and actually successfully transition her to supported living, I've been around education and educational opportunities for children with special needs at different places. And I really never thought about being on a board of a school before until I met Abby and Aaron. And what really impressed me about them is their passion for their work and their commitment to educate these children. I'm a firm believer that early intervention is key in working with families and children that have autism or any other type of disability that affects them. So I'm really pleased to be able to, play a part on the board and also to be a signature sponsor for this great program tonight. And I encourage all of you to open your wallets and be generous tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming. And we have Aaron and Abby.
Thank you, Rose, Bill, and Stephen, for your unwavering support of Bridgeway Academy and for sharing your reasons why with us. We hope to hear from more of you all this evening. To MC our event tonight, we're thrilled to welcome Brad Wilson, the proud parent of Steffi, who is a Happy Tiger student at Bridgeway Academy. He's an actor and a singer and the general manager of the corporate entertainment company, the Three Waiters International. Brad will be out in the crowd tonight. Be sure to say hello to him, and thank you so much for being here, Brad. Enjoy your time, drink, eat, bid high, and we'll see you a little bit later.
Hello, everyone. This is Brad Wilson. I'm reporting over by the Mastodon down on the bottom level. We are with the Starfish class, who are hosting the bar here with some international wines. I'd like to introduce you to Jenny.
Hi.
Carissa.
Hello.
And Dawn.
Hi.
That's Dawn. So, ladies, tell us a little bit about the wines you have tonight and why they should come here to your location.
We have delicious, dry, but fruity wines. We have 3 whites and 2 reds. Oh, and a sparkly and bubbly.
Sparkly rosé, ladies and gentlemen. And they also have a lot of scientific facts here about starfish, including several ones that you don't want to read while you're eating. but you can come down and see some scientific facts about that. Now, what is the Starfish class? Tell us a little bit about your class.
We have first grade this year, and we have 7 wonderful boys.
Boys, 7 boys, and my daughter will be a Starfish next year. And anything else, ladies, you want to share about the Starfish class?
They're absolutely amazing.
I will say from personal experience, the teachers love their kids so much, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so glad my daughter is a Tiger. One thing I want to tell you about, at every single bar here, there's a tip jar. This is not going to go to the ladies, this is going to go to the special fundraising effort that you can see here. And it's going to be going to scholarship funds that are going to go straight to students that need extra help to get into the classes and therapies here at Bridgeway Academy. So please be generous in the tip jar and at every place you go. Thank you. At the silent auction, can everybody hear me? There we go. I'm very excited about the silent auction. If you haven't had a chance to get up here to the silent auction, please do so. I scanned all of the entries and I'm bidding on a few things. And one thing I noticed is the absolute diversity of things available up here. And it's really, really packed. You really need to take your time as you go down through, because there's doggy daycare, there's assigned Cavaliers basketball, there's spa treatments, there's tickets to the crew, all kinds of things. There's a lot of things you can take with you tonight, too. There's gift baskets, purses, makeup, just a whole bunch of different things for men, women, of all ages. And I'm speaking here to Alexis Reck, who's a speech therapist here at Bridgeway Academy, and she has a few items she wants to highlight.
Thank you. It's been really busy here at the silent auction. I encourage folks to come up with the best accessory you can have at the gala, which is your bid number. Have it ready. We've had a lot of bidding on the spa treatments, as you said. Mother's Day coming up, there's nothing better you could treat someone to than a trip to the spa. And also, there's a wonderful Dine Around Town package with gift cards to 8 different restaurants. So if you're someone who would like to try some new restaurants, 8 different restaurants you could try out with that. And there are some really good deals here, too. Package for a family photography setting that's valued over $200. That's a steal right now. Just a lot of items available, like I say, a lot of diversity, a lot of variety over here.
Yeah, the photography session is great. There's only a couple bids on there. I think it's just at $45 right now. It's a 45-minute session, I believe. So I'm thinking about bidding on that because I have a very photogenic family I have. And Ken is one of our bidders here. What are you bidding on, Ken?
Well, I got some raffle tickets, a couple arm's length, and the wine tasting or the wine club, and a couple gift baskets. So, kind of going for it.
Fantastic. There's one thing I need to tell you about. This is very important, so everybody listen. On every bidding card, you're going to see a gray line. It's either 1/3 of the way down or half the way down. Anybody that bids on the gray line or below, even if you don't win the bid for that item, you're automatically entered to a $100 gift card at the Wine Bistro. So even if you don't win something tonight, you could still win something. So don't forget to look for that gray line, get down below there, bid high, so you can get entered for that $100 gift certificate to the bistro. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Brad Wilson again reporting from the stage down here by the band. Come down and enjoy the band if you haven't already. I'm here with the Walshes. They're all talking to each other, but I'm going to get their attention. This is Todd, Ashley, Jenny, and Denny. And Todd and Ashley are the proud parents of Elliot, a student at Bridgeway Academy. And I want to give them the opportunity to talk about their why with regard to their son, Elliot. So who would like to go first? Ashley.
We love Bridgeway Academy, and it's been such a great experience. And Elliot has grown so much, and I can't say enough about the therapists that have worked with him. And they're so easy to talk to, and they work so well with the school district, and we just love going there, and it's just a great place to be.
I saw pictures of Elliot, and he's such a loving young man. And in fact, I saw a really great picture of him with Denny and Jenny. So you guys want to share some thoughts on Elliot and how Bridgeway's helped Elliot?
Great, thank you. One of the things we like best about it is it's such a caring atmosphere. The ratio of teachers to students is incredible. The individual attention is unbelievable, and they do a fantastic job. We really appreciate everything they do, and anything we can do to support the school and turn it into a success is what we're committed to.
I ditto all that, and it's just a warm feeling, and everybody cares about everybody, and they're there for the children, and that's the most important thing.
And now I'll take the second part of this interview to talk about the drop-off and pick-up process. No, I'm not going to. I just want to thank all the teachers. They've been great. Thank you.
I have to echo their sentiments. When Steffi first came to Bridgeway, I was touched by the personal attention and the interaction. We're on email with our teachers all the time, getting suggestions from them on things that are going on at home and vice versa. So the attention to individual people and the attention to human beings and the care is a thing that I always noticed about Bridgeway the most. Anyone else?
I think we're good.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to some really exciting things on stage in just a few minutes.
Every day I'm shuffling. Shuffling. Step up fast and be the first girl to make me throw this cash. We get money, don't be mad. Now stop. Hating is bad. One more shot for us. Another round. Please fill up my cup. Don't mess around. We just wanna see you shake it out. Now you wanna be. You're naked now. Get down. Get your hands up to the sun. Get up. Get down. Get your hands up to the sun. Get up. Get down. Get your hands up to the sun. Get your hands up to the sun. Get your hands up to the sun. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get Party rockers in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time, and we gon' make it lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. Party rockers in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time, and we gon' make it lose your mind. We just wanna see you shake that. Every day I'm shuffling. Yeah. Clap.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ohio State cheerleaders. Give them a hand. Just kidding. That's the faculty and staff of Bridgeway Academy. They are multi-talented. So you know the music therapy class are going to be very interesting next week. We are going to transition a little bit now. There's going to be a video that we're going to be playing here on the screen, so if you can find a screen to get nearby. I understand there may be some chairs coming out on here. I'm not totally sure about that. But get ready for for the video as well as a presentation, and then following that, the live auction, which is an exciting time and hopefully a good fundraising opportunity tonight. I just want to say a couple words of a personal nature about my daughter and Bridgeway Academy, like some people have been doing tonight. My daughter was at the end of a road where she didn't really have anywhere else to go and where we lived, and we toured a lot of her different schools in Columbus, Bridgeway being one of them. And the thing that struck me when I was there were the people more than anything else, and the way that they looked at me with interest and my daughter with interest. And she has blossomed while she's been there. She's added words to her vocabulary. She's really getting great with her speech device, and I'm really excited about the future. Any of you parents with children with autism, like Elliot and some of the other kids we've talked about tonight, there's things that you know, and there's things that you don't know. And typically the things that you don't know outweigh the things that you know by quite a bit. That's not a discouraging thing. That's a sign of hope for the future. Hang on to the things that you know, the love you had for your kids, the fact you will always be there for them, and then look forward to the future. When my daughter's asleep, I think about this a lot. What's the future going to hold for her? Is she going to live with me her whole life? Is she going to live by herself? Is she going to have a job? Are we ever going to have a conversation? So tonight I'd like to sing a little song about my daughter, and I know a lot of you would probably feel the same way about your sons and daughters. Save our questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think I know what you've been trying to say. I promise I will never leave you, and you should always know. Good night, my angel, now it's time to dream, and dream how wonderful your life can be. Someday your child may cry, and if you sing this lullaby, then in your heart there will always be a part of me. Someday we'll all be gone, but lullabies go on and on. They never die, that's how you and I will be.
My name is Adam Brown, and I'm proud to say I'm a teacher at Bridgeway Academy. I've been with Bridgeway Academy from day one, and I remember my first day very well. We were Helping Hands Center at the time. We were located inside of a Worthington City school building. I remember everyone being very, very nervous. Had I made the right decision to leave my current job and come to Helping Hands? What was I thinking? I was recently engaged, looking to start a life. What was I going to tell my to-be wife if this didn't work out. What would I do? All of those worries disappeared 5 minutes into our first day. This is what I was meant to do, and this is where I was meant to do it. Our organization's mission statement may have changed over the years, but our mission, our work, has not. We work hard every day to meet the educational and therapeutic needs of children with autism and other developmental disabilities. In our first year, we started with 12 students and 8 staff members. Of the original teachers who were there that first day, I am the only one left. A big reason why I've stayed is because of the pride I feel within this organization. Bridgeway Academy is more than just a place I work. I've said it to Aaron and Abby many times that I take ownership in this organization. When you do what we do, you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. When good things happen at Bridgeway, I obviously feel good about them. I feel proud and I feel part of those successes. On the flip side, if there's a student who is struggling, or a teacher or a therapist who is struggling, I feel that as well. There are days where you question what you're doing and whether you're giving the students enough. The good news is with the staff we have, you never have to feel alone. There's always someone to bounce off ideas off of or just talk to. When talking to teachers, I try to remind them that they are making a difference in a student's life, even though it's hard to see it at times. A few years ago, I was contacted by the mother of a student I had our first 2 years. I had a great connection with him and he made tremendous progress. Because of a job relocation, he and his family moved to Philadelphia after our second year. 8 years later, I received a message from Mom. It was a picture he had drawn. At school, his teacher asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up. He drew this picture that says, "When I grow up, I want to be a teacher." When his teacher asked if that was him, he said, "No, that's Mr. Adam." Remember, I hadn't seen him in 8 years. If you look closely, you can see a pencil behind my ear, which is where I usually keep it. If you look even closer, you can see that I used to have hair. That's something I blame Aaron and Abby for every day. I just talked to his mom this week, actually, and he's in high school now and doing very well. He recently attended his high school dance. This picture is a reminder for me that even though there are those bad days for us, we are working so that our students can have many good days in the future. I have many whys when it comes to Bridgeway Academy. I'm proud of the everyday growth we see in the students. I'm proud of how we treat our students. As you saw in the video, I'm proud of how we look at each student individually and work to find the best way for that student to learn. We do not have the mentality that we are good at doing things a certain way and that is the way we need to do it. We look at each child's strengths and weaknesses and we come up with a plan of action. I feel we always have the student's best interests in mind. When a student is ready to go to their home district, we share that with the families. If something isn't working with a student, we aren't afraid to admit it and try something different. We make a difference in not only the student's life, but an entire family's life, and that is the most rewarding part. Now I'm going to share with you how the staff of Bridgeway Academy put their why into action. In February, I was having a discussion about my frustration with the fact that one of my students did not receive any speech therapy, occupational therapy, or physical therapy, even though he needed all three. Because of where my student lived, there was no funding available to that family, and they were unable to pay for it out of pocket. As a group, the teachers in my room and I tried to give him what he needed, but we aren't speech therapists, we aren't occupational therapists, and we aren't physical therapists. We were trying, but it wasn't enough, and I felt like I was doing him a disservice by not giving him the therapies he desperately needed. I had more conversations, and I quickly realized there wasn't much I could do about it. To put things in perspective, here are some numbers to consider. The average tuition at Bridgeway Academy is $28,000. The average cost of Bridgeway Summer Camp is $5,000. The cost of one 45-minute therapy session is $85, and the Autism Scholarship covers only $27,000. Researching it further, I found that there were several students at Bridgeway that were in the same situation. They attended the Education Center, but because of their financial situation, their families were unable to receive additional therapies. Now, my wife, my mom, and pretty much any current or former coworker will tell you I tend to be a little hard-headed at times. I didn't know what I could do, but I knew I needed to do something. Because of this, I started to talk to other coworkers to figure out what we could do. I'd like to invite Susan Gifford, Jen Scott, and Krista Fraley to join me down here. Because of the need we saw, we started the first annual staff campaign to benefit a staff scholarship program. We felt this was a unique opportunity for the staff to raise funds to help families offset some of the cost. All of the money raised was donated by staff members at Bridgeway Academy. It was a month-long campaign, and I am proud to announce that as a staff, we collectively raised over $16,000. With that money, we've been able to send students to therapies they desperately need. We currently have students attending speech therapy and physical therapy. We've been able to send students to get counseling through our psychology department. We've been able to help a family get assistance at home through our family partnership services. Every penny of this cost is being paid for by the Staff Scholarship Fund. We aren't done raising these funds. I'm sure you've all noticed the tip jars that are on all the bars. All tips raised this year will be put into the Staff Scholarship Fund. Your continued support is greatly appreciated. Lastly, you just watched a video that gave many reasons why Bridgeway Academy is amazing. You all have your own why statements. Some of you are here to support a family, some are here to support a staff member, and some of you are just here to drink wine. Whatever your why might be, I'm asking you to please think about what it is right now. Now I want to ask all of you one thing. We turned our why into $16,000. What are you going to do with your why? Thank you.